Hey everybody, and welcome. We're going to do a little bit of yoga today. And we're going to focus a little bit on a warrior series. I'm going to be showing you some of the warrior poses in yoga. What you'll need is to go ahead and take off your socks and shoes. We want to make sure we have some nice traction on the ground. If you have a mat, great. What you don't want to do is practice yoga in socks because you could slide. So find some carpet, or if you have a mat that you can use, feel free. We're going to do a little warrior yoga series. So what we're going to do first is get into what I believe is the most important yoga pose, which is mountain. So you're going to take your feet, you're going to put them hip width apart, put a little bend in your knees. We're going to work our way up. So let's start with the feet again. Have a look at your feet. Make sure your weight is distributed evenly across all four corners of the feet. When I say corners, I'm not counting the toes. I'm talking about just like the meaty part of your foot. Make sure you're not up on your front part of your foot or all the way on the back. You want the weight evenly distributed. Have the knees be bent just a little bit, tiny little bend there. Hips are in line with the feet. Shoulders are in line with the hips, back and down. Palms can be facing forward. And then let's make sure our head is in line with the neck. We don't want it sticking out. Nice, strong mountain pose. Root down through the feet. And what's really the most important part of yoga is the breath. So let's go ahead and take a few breaths together before we begin moving. Take a nice deep, cooling breath in through the nose. Feel the chest rise. And then let the air out through the nose, nice and slow. And let the chest fall. Let's do that again. Inhale. Engage your abs. Push from the diaphragm. As you exhale, let the air out. Inhale. The belly fills up. Exhale. Feel the muscles pushing the air back out. Let's do 2 more breaths on our own. And you're going to hear my dogs. That's okay. We're going to practice mindfulness while we do yoga. If you hear a noise in your environment or in mine, just acknowledge it. We hear my dog. And then we bring our attention back here. Beautiful. I'm going to turn myself this way so you can see me better, okay? But we are in our mountain pose. Hips or feet are hip width apart. Shoulders are back and down. And find that mountain pose. Palms facing forward once again. We were just here. And take a couple more of those deep cleansing breaths before we start to move. Beautiful. So I'm going to first show you Warrior One. Go ahead and step back your right foot. And we're going to drop it at an angle so that the foot is resting on the ground. So my toes are not pointed, parallel to the short side of the mat. My feet is also not pointed the same direction as the front feet. It's turned at a diagonal, okay? Do you see how my foot is turned at a diagonal? My knee is stacked over my ankle. So I've got these toes pointing to the short side of the mat. This foot is at a diagonal. We're going to press into the back edge of that foot, and we're going to balance the weight between the back leg and the front leg. Make sure your knee is not tracking in, that it is stacked directly over the ankle, never beyond, because that could hurt you. Let's move up to our hips so our feet are set. Turn the hips to where they are square with the top of the mat. Sweep the arms up, drop the shoulders away from the ears. This is Warrior One. Return to those deep cooling breaths. And if you need to adjust your stance, let's say you want to make it a little wider, go for it. Or you want to make the stance a little bit deeper, farther apart. Feel free to adjust at any time. Engage the core. Navel comes to the spine. We're in Warrior One, pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. Just check our alignment. It's a powerful pose. I want you just to picture what a warrior would look like. In your mind, what does a warrior look like? And now envision that warrior energy residing in you. Does it make you stand a little taller? Feel yourself. Imagine you are a warrior. That all of the experiences that have happened in your life have made you a strong warrior. Beautiful. Now for warrior two. So that's warrior one, warrior two. Notice how I turned my hips towards the long side of my mat. My arms are going to come up. They are in line with my legs, right? Sometimes I'll have people try to do this. That's not correct. We're doing this here. Beautiful. My legs are exactly where they were. Front arm is extended above the front leg, back arm extended above the back leg. Nice parallel to the floor. Imagine energy flowing up through the legs and coming out your fingertips. You're shooting out lasers from your fingertips. Turn the head to gaze over the front fingertips. Engage your abs. Breathe. Warrior two. Also make sure we're not leaning forward. Shoulders are directly in line with the hips. Beautiful job. Let's do a little peaceful warrior. We're going to windmill the arms, bring the back arm down to the back of the leg. Front arm comes up into the air, and if available, you can gaze at your thumb. Peaceful warrior. Warriors have to embody peace as well. Warriors know when to fight and when to be still. Coming back up. Warrior two. Beautiful. Last one I'm going to show you on this side. You're going to take the arms, interlace the fingers behind the back, lift the shoulders, hinge from the hips and fold. Humble warrior. Warriors also show humility. They learn to bow to others, to let the others shine. Warriors are not a team of one. They work together. We know as warriors when it's our fight and when it's a fight that belongs to someone else. And hinge back up from the hips. Beautiful. Release your arms. Step forward. Now we know this in yoga. We always do the same thing on the opposite side. So shake those legs out. And reset. I'm going to turn to this side so you can see me, so I'm not facing away from you the whole time. Find your mountain pose again. Pop quiz. See if you can do it. Test yourself. What do your feet need to look like in mountain pose? What are your shoulders and hands? What are they doing? All right. Let's see if you got it. Feet are hip width apart. Little micro bend in the knee. Shoulders back and down. Palm facing forward. Strong back, soft front. Let the shoulders be heavy. Pull the abs in and breathe. Awesome job. Now, here's your next pop quiz. Can you remember where you're supposed to be in warrior one? I'll give you a second. Try to find your way there, and then I'll show you. We'll set it. What does warrior one look like? Here we go. Step back with that left foot now. Remember, we're using the opposite side. Drop the heel down. We're pressing into the back edge of that foot, which is diagonal. The front knee stacked over the front ankle. Hips turn towards the top of the mat. Navel pulled in. Arms come straight up. Let the knee not track in. Lots of space between the shoulders and the ears. Imagine you're grabbing a giant beach ball. Warrior one. Let's really see that powerful warrior energy. I want you to exude strength right now. Show me through this pose what you look like when you're strong, when you're feeling strong. What would you look like in this pose? Beautiful. Here's your next pop quiz. Warrior two. Yes. We turned our hips. Our feet are exactly where they were. Turn the hips to the long side of the mat. Arms are extended out. Warrior two. Where are you looking? You're looking over the front fingers. Draw the belly button towards the back. Very active pose. And don't let yourself have droopy arms. Nice strong arms here. Beautiful. Let's windmill the arms. We're flipping the front palm up, back palm comes down. Here we are in peaceful warrior. Check your breath here. Are you breathing? Are you breathing deeply? Hopefully you're breathing. But invite some deeper breaths here while we sit. And come back to warrior two. If you ever feel like you need to get some blood back in your hands, you can just have your hands on your hips, okay? Here we are, warrior two. And now we're going to hook those fingers together behind the back, lift the heart, hinge from the hips, fold for humble warrior. Breathe into it. Wherever you're feeling sensation, send breath there. And hinge back up. Turn those feet together, maybe heel toe them together and perhaps shake those legs out. And that was our warrior series. Feel free to watch this video as many times as you like. This is a great practice to little wake up stretch, or if you need to wind down, or if you've been sitting for a while, you want to move your body, or if you want to feel really strong inside, connect back into your inner warrior. We all have one. You've got one too. If you want to connect to it, do the warrior poses. They always make me feel strong inside and outside. So thanks again for watching, and I hope I'll see you again soon.